How do, and welcome back. Well, I was planning on doing a taste test of my pressure barreled sort of mishmash beer, if you remember, the one I brewed where I just put in bits and pieces that I had left over and I wanted to use up. But it's not carbonated, so I've checked all the seals and everything seems to be fine. So I'm thinking it may be because it's on a little bit on the cool side, because of obviously the energy crisis and all of this and the rising bills. We've been keeping the house a little bit cooler than normal, and I think it could be down to that, and about 15-16 degrees, and maybe that's affected it. So what I'm going to do is, I brought it in here and I'm going to put a brew belt around it and see if it kicks off that secondary fermentation to create some carbonation and some pressure. So I couldn't do a review this weekend of the beer. What I'm going to do instead is a review of the Proper Job. Now, I really wanted to leave this another week. It's already had 2 weeks in the bottle, but I just wanted to give it a bit more chance, especially because, like I was saying, my house is a little bit cooler now. But it's the only beer I've got, so I'm going to do a review, a side-by-side review. This is the Proper Job, and this is the kit from BrewUK Proper Job, and we're going to see what they like. Do they compare? I must point out they've both been in the fridge for about 4-5 hours. I think mine a little bit longer. I put it in this morning about 8 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock. And then of course I went to the shop and I got one of these. This has been in since lunchtime. So mine does have chill haze, but I think the first very noticeable thing about the difference between these two beers is the colour. Very, very light coloured. That's an amber colour. It won't be as dark as on camera, it never usually is, but there is a chill haze which is also darkening it, but it is definitely like a coppery colour. You can tell that. And what's interesting, it's just pale malt extract. If you remember, I was quite surprised because there were no specialty malts. It's just 3 kilograms of pale malt extract, and you get this nice coppery colour. Right, heads are obviously they've gone down since I first poured. They're about the same level though. But have you seen this little gadget I've got? I've just thought I'll show it you. It only cost me about £6 on Amazon. Won't work now, but watch this. You really only have to tap the button. Now it's not working. It gives it a really nice, you've got to put some water in here, and it gives it a really nice, almost like a cascale head, and a nice smoother body. Are we ready? See if this works. Oh, did you see it? You get a bit of like a cascade royal in, and it just thickens up the head. There you go. You only have to touch it. When I first did this, I kept my finger held down and it just went right over. There we go. Look at that. Try it with this one as well. The only thing you can't use this for is Guinness. Take it off. Look at that now. Look at those pints now. Hopefully you can see this. Now we've got a nice creamy cask like a head. Yeah, this only cost me it's about £6.50 on Amazon. Turns a beer into like a cask ale. Anyway, enough of this playing. Let's smell these beers. Taking the aroma. Yeah, Proper Job. absolutely hits you with hops. Really, really citrusy. Here's mine. Yeah, citrus. But it's a little bit muted actually. You're getting some malt in there. Yeah, mine is a little bit maltier on the aroma. This, maybe there's a little bit of malt there, but it's light biscuit sort of malt. This is mostly just hop. Citrus hop. This has got the citrus hop, but you're getting a nice sweet malt mixed in with it. Okay, taste test. Let's try the original first. Oh, is that? Oh, my wife's just come back. Let's try the original first. That's a bloody good beer. I think this is one of the best beers available in the UK at the moment. This and like Timothy Taylor's Landlord, they are fantastic. But does this taste the same? There's a lot of similarities in the hop profile. This one is sharper. Mine is very, very, very much sharper. There's like a bite to the hop. This one, on the other hand, is very biscuity, light. It's got a zing to it, but it's not got that bite, that sharpness. It's citrusy, it's lemony. So is this, but it's got a pronounced bitterness as well. This I think is bitter, more bitter than this beer, but it's nicely balanced because this has sweeter malts. This, well, you can see with the look, this is biscuity. It's lighter. This is malty. Sweet, more like bread. This is biscuit. That's the best way I think I can describe it. So there are differences, but if you like a proper job, if you know, you buy this regularly and enjoy it, you're going to enjoy this beer. It's not an identical kit. It's not like the Woodford's Wherry, which I thought was really close, and the Nog. There are differences. You're not going to fool someone. Well, you're not going to do by the colour of it. You're not going to fool someone into thinking this is this beer. But when drinking this beer, if they're a usual proper job drinker, they'll be very happy. They'll like this a lot because there's lots of similarities. The hops are very similar. It's just mine a little bit sharper, and that bitterness is a bit biting. And it's sweeter in the malts. This is much lighter. You know what? I wouldn't mind actually making this again, and I can because I've got the recipe. Unlike the Dark Rock, they actually tell you all the hops, the weights, and everything at each edition. You can just recreate the beer. What I would do though is use extra light pale malt. Maybe half and half, 1.5 kilograms extra light, 1.5 kilograms of just pale or light, and I'll do that just to try and lighten that malt. It's too malty. You know, just try and lighten that maltiness, and obviously that will also lighten the colour. And I think that would be a really nice beer, closer to the commercial version. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised without any sort of specialty grains. You get a copper colour sweet beer, just using 3 kilograms of pale malt extract in 20 litres. So it was brewed short at 20 litres, and it creates a nice, like a bitter, like a copper colour, sort of amber ale with a real nice sweet malt backbone. So this is a really nice beer kit. It's a really good beer, very hop forward, bitter. But I think next time I'm going to brew it, and I am going to brew it again, I'm going to use extra light pale malt extract, and we'll probably get much closer to the original. But I think the hops are spot on. I think maybe, because I've got that sharpness, I think it could just be age. I didn't look to see what the best before date was for this beer, and I think it could just be age. We do know that hops depreciate over time. This could be, you know, 6 months old. This is what, 4 or 5 weeks. So that could be why mine are a little bit more brighter, a bit more zesty, zingy, sharp. You know, they've got a bite to them, whereas these, well, they're very nice, but it's not the same. Flavour wise, it's very close. So I think the mix of hops is spot on. And don't forget, this is the extract version of a competition winner from 2012 that St Austells Brewery, I think they set up a competition for homebrewers to recreate Proper Job. This was the winning entry, and it was judged by the creator of this, the guy who actually created the beer. So he'll know what a fresh Proper Job tastes like, and this was the winner. So I think they've got the hop recipe, you know, pretty much there. It's just for this extract version, I think they've used the wrong malt, and I think it needs an extra light malt. But it's a really nice beer. Right, that's it. So I'm going to be happy. Oh, by the way, this is coming in around about 6.5%, so it is a little stronger as well. This is 5.5. This started off at 1060, came all the way down to 1010. I think that's right. Let me have a look. Yeah, started off at 1060, and the final gravity was 1010 on a bottle on the 28th of September. So it's been about 3 weeks now. Okay, well, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Like I say, I'm going to enjoy myself now, but I'm going to go in because I'm going to go and see my son. He's been away on a school trip for the last 4 days, so I'm going to go and see him first. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.